What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you're looking for a little bit more training, a little more practical experience, getting you into better movements, more muscle, more growth, more development. That's what we're here for. So today we're going to go into inverted rows. So with inverted rows, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build up to a pull-up. Now, I hear it from clients all the time, in the past with athletes, currently with general population. Hey, I can't do a pull-up. Hey, I'm struggling to get more reps on my pull-ups. What do I need to do? Well, sometimes we got to break things down. We got to go a little more simple. So I got 5 progressions today. First one's going to be an elevated inverted row. Check this out. Okay, so for our progression number 1, we are going to be doing an elevated. So we're just going to have the bar up high, about sternum height. We want the shoulders to be a little bit wider than shoulder width, about shoulder width. We're going to slide under that bar. Now, we can go knees bent here to reduce some of that body weight, which is perfect. We want to make sure our shoulder blades are depressed down into our back pockets and that we're keeping everything nice and stable. Core is nice and tight, glutes are squeezing. We easily pull ourselves to the bar and we come back down. Now make sure that neck stays nice and neutral. Make sure we're feeling that squeeze in our back and make sure we're not shrugging those shoulders as we pull. This is a great way to just kind of build that motor pattern. Make sure we're doing the reps really well at a nice, slow, controlled pace. Okay, here we go with progression number 2. All we're gonna do is bring that bar down a few notches. We wanna be about waist height. By being waist height here, what we're focusing in on is changing the line of pull on the muscle. So this is a horizontal row. The more horizontal we become, the more aggressive that line of pull is gonna be, the more we're gonna actually work the muscle. So by lowering it down, we're gonna make it a little more difficult. With this progression, we still wanna focus on keeping the knees bent in that 90 degrees in that tabletop position. So I'll dive under the bar. Same coaching techniques. Hips are up, butt is squeezed, shoulder blades are in the back pockets. We pull, we pause, we release. Nice and easy. Rolling into progression number 3. So we're gonna keep the bar height the exact same. All we're gonna do is now move our feet out. We're gonna get our legs straight. We're gonna create a longer lever, more weight being lifted per rep because we're no longer bending those knees, right? So this is gonna get us a little closer to that pull-up. Same position with the hands. Feet are now nice and straight. Glutes are squeezed nice and tight. Feel like they'll burn in those hamstrings. Shoulder blades are down and back. We pull, we pause, we release. Now we wanna try to get that bar straight to our sternum. If we don't get all the way to the top, that's okay for now, but that'll be the goal long-term, is just to kind of keep building that up. But just some nice quality reps here to build towards that pull-up. All right, progression number 4. We're jumping into our feet elevated bars the same height. We're again now taking away some of our support, raising our feet up higher, creating almost a negative line of pull, so we're having to pull a little bit more aggressively with those back muscles. This is gonna be probably the closest you're gonna get to a pull-up without doing an actual pull-up. We get to a point where we're doing this probably 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 10. We are gonna be in a spot where we can probably get that first pull-up. So take this one seriously. Make sure you're building to it. Again, technique will be the same in terms of the upper body. Feet get elevated up, shoulder blades packed down and back, strong pull up, control back down, pull to the sternum and down. And again, it is okay if we're not completely getting that chest to the bar, as long as we're getting close and as long as we're pulling with the back and not compensating with other muscles. All right, we're just gonna try to have some fun here. Progression number 5, do at your own risk. By no means do you have to do this. By no means is this something that's gonna help you get to that pull-up any faster. Doing that 4th progression is more than enough. For my sake, I have some small bands here that'll hold me. Towels are great. Great way to build a forearm strength. Great way to challenge stability a little bit more in this same pull. So what we're gonna do is we'll get ourselves wrapped around here with our towels, or in my case, the bands. We're gonna grab those aggressively, make sure we're centered. We'll get our feet elevated up on the bench. Hips are up, and now we can pull from here. A little bit more of a neutral grip, which might help some people, but overall, a lot more stability and a lot more grip to have some fun with. Again, give that a shot at your own risk. If you're not ready for it, don't do it. But if you're ready for it, you wanna give it a shot, feel free. And there we have it. There's our 5 progressions, the 5th being a little more fun, 4 solid progressions that are gonna get us closer to that pull-up. So what we really wanna focus on is getting to progression number 4, safely, effectively, take your time, get those progressions right. Building into that 4th progression, we're looking at 3 to 4 sets, about 10 reps, pause at the top, control down. That's gonna get us to the point where we should be able to level up into some pull-ups, which we can talk about in a further video. Shoot some messages down there in the chat. If you get your first pull-up, put in the chat, let's celebrate it. We're all looking to get better. We're all working hard to see some progress in our fitness. So drop it in the chat, let's support each other. Let's make sure we make it happen. Have a good one.